Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to the West Side Story. I'm your host, John Casey. If you're new to the channel, please click the like and subscribe buttons. That way you won't miss new content when I put it up. If you're a returning visitor, thank you for coming back. And comments are always appreciated, good or bad. Whether you like something or dislike something, please let me know. First note I wanted to touch on was the Santa Clara Art and Wine Festival. It takes place over in Central Park on Kylie Boulevard, and it's happening the September 17th and 18th. It's always a lot of fun. They have entertainment, and they have the local nonprofits sell food, and they usually have some like carnival rides. It's a lot of fun, and I suggest if you're in town for either day that you go check it out. I believe it runs from 10 in the morning till 5 in the evening. Not much new in the crime log or the library or the Census Bureau, so we're just going to skip them this time. I want to talk about a court decision. I think it's an interesting one. There was a electronics hardware retailer in this area for a number of years called Circuit City. You could go there and buy stereos, tape recorders, all kinds of stuff. And they were actually quite profitable for a while, but as is often happens, they became unprofitable. And it got to the point where the only thing that could be done to save what was left of it was to file for protection under the bankruptcy laws. So this case is really about how much does it cost to file for protection based on where you are. Now, to add another little part of this, the U.S. Constitution's bankruptcy clause is very, very specific. It's called the uniformity requirement, and it basically says that things have to be the same financially, whether you file in the 4th district, the 9th, or whatever. And people are well aware of this. So the distinction comes in because those 6 districts' budget comes from the U.S. Judiciary's budget, same budget that pays for the circuit courts and the Supreme Court. The trustee program districts are required by Congress to cover their own expenses. And this means that all of the debtors who have a case open within the quarter pay some amount towards the operation of that court. Well, it didn't take very long before people got a little excited about this, because it became clear that there were 2 different sets of rules and 2 very different costs. Let me give you an idea of how much. Siegel in 1 quarter paid $632,542 as his fee. And had he been in one of the trustee districts, he would have only had to pay $56,400. So, I mean, you can see this huge disparity here. Trial, first of all, none of those facts are disputed. Everybody agrees. So they go to a court, and the trial court says, okay, you can have the difference back. The difference between the 56 and the 652. You can have that much back. Siegel said, no, that's not good enough. So he filed an action with the 4th District Court, and they agreed with the trial court. So he then filed an action, a writ of certiorari, to have the Supreme Court hear the case, and they accepted it. It was a very interesting situation. The opinion's only about 19 pages long, which for Supreme Court opinion is really pretty short. So I would suggest you check it out if you do. Anyway, the Supreme Court ruled that Siegel was entitled to more than the difference. He was actually entitled to another hearing. So the case has been sent back to the trial court to be worked on. And I want to give you just a quick idea of how long this took. The Circuit City bankruptcy was in 2008, and the Supreme Court issued their order on June 30th of this year. You can see that it took a long time. So that finishes the Supreme Court decision. Sorry, no dogs this week. We're going to have to get back on that. But thanks for tuning in, and please stay safe.